Welcome to Expert SEM Supply Chain Knowledge Sharing session. In this session, we are going to see a term called scrap factor, a percentage factor that compensates for an expected loss of a component during manufacturing by increasing the gross requirement. The scrap factor entered on the job material form could contain a maximum decimal quantity of 0.9999. The scrap factor is job specific. You can determine scrap factor by evaluating historical records that show the amount of scrap reported at the job item level. Use the job transaction report to show historical scrap reported against specific job. Various functions in the manufacturing module use the scrap factor to calculate material requirement. So it's very important to know the exact figure. The intent of calculation is to arrive at a total quantity required that would result in the actual number of good pieces needed after expected scrap. The quantity required of a material is divided by 1 minus scrap factor to arrive at this number. Total quantity required is equal to quantity required divided by 1 minus scrap factor. For example, if you need to end up with a quantity of 100 which has a scrap factor of 20%, the resulting quantity required is 125. If you then scrap 25% from 125, finally you will be ending up with the 100 pieces. People often expect the system to simply multiply the scrap factor by the quantity needed and add the result to the quantity needed. That is, in the above example, they expect the total quantity to be 120. However, if you issue 120 pieces and scrap 20 pieces, finally you will end up with a lesser number of pieces. So you have to be careful. By the way, having 20% scrap factor is very poor sign for any activity, whether it's in supply chain or manufacturing. Normally, this has to be minimized, and that could be one of the KPI for the executives, and it has to be continuously improved. In our previous organization, we have considered 2% as the scrap factor. Thanks for watching. Bye.